Should we quickly run through who the other options are in Labour to get in, just for a bit of fun?
Yeah.
Angie Rayner.
Angie.
Lunatic.
Ange. Wes Streeting. Our favourite lady, Rachel Reeves.
Lunatic.
Yeah, I think she's quite fit. Ed Miliband.
Lunatic. Lunatic.
Shabana Mahmood. And Yvette Cooper. I mean,
Lammy not standing.
it's like a line up to the Paralympics, isn't it? Cancel me after that. That is a bad one.
That was good. That was good, mate. I like that one. Yeah, no, it's all bad bunches.
Burnham's not a bad option with those. I feel like UK politics is just like, well, for my adult life, I feel like it's like the best of a bad bunch. I actually really rated Rishi. I thought Rishi was great.
How did they get in to run the country? Like everything about those people, they just have no idea. But the country was so pissed off with obviously what was going on with Conservatives that we had no choice at the time. Well, I didn't vote for Labour. I never would vote for Labour. But like, how do we get ourselves in this position?
They had the lowest, lowest
Turnout.
votes to get into government ever, but they've got the parliamentary majority because they work. The deep state supports them, and that's the issue. That none of parties it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore because it was Brown and Blair, particularly Blair, who abdicated the electoral power that comes with MPs to the deep state, to the permanent quangocracy. Like it just doesn't matter who's in the parties; it's the establishment. But the strong enough figure coming in, like a Rupert Lowe, would help dismantle that establishment and the abdication of power that's gone from the elected officials to the deep state officials. And the deep state officials and whatever multinationals that work with them for that revolving door, they're the ones who choose who's in power, and that ain't democracy. So it don't matter what party gets in; there needs to be people who are literally coming in with pitchforks to go like, "We want our power back," and that's kind of where we're at, sadly.
I do think, obviously, there's a lot of things that we don't like about Starmer, but he has stabilised and actually done quite a few good things. So, for an example, the number of asylum seekers in hotels this quarter is the lowest it's been since 2021 Q3.
But you know, they're all now in council housing and HMOs above and beyond our own British people. That's where
that's better for the taxpayer, more cost effective for the taxpayer. But I mean,
we're still paying for that. And also, it's disenfranchising our people who need housing.
Yeah, we've talked about that stat before. Like, a asylum seeker is more likely to get housed 4 times over before an English war veteran is, which is outrageous respect for any public person.
Yeah, crazy.
I mean, the problem is a small boat's arrival in the first place. You know, if they're here and they've got to be housed, he's made improvements there.
I don't know if you can call that improvement, though. I think that is political, like, because what was happening.
It's more cost effective for the taxpayer.
But is it more cost effective though?
100%. If you're paying a hotel owner £100 a night, or you're housing under the LHA allowance, it's probably like a fourth of the cost.
But what's more cost effective? Just send them home.
Yeah, do the Trump methodology.
Yeah,
put £500 in their back pocket and send them on their way.
Yeah, that would be more cost effective. Like, essentially, they just pick the quickest way to like pull them in, and then they've gone, right, we've done that for a bit. We're going to start seeing hotels burn down. What's the next worst thing we can do?
Do you want me to tell you a stat that will make you cringe? So the small boats arrivals in 2020 annualized was about 1,800. Right, so that was conservative term. In that conservative parliamentary term, it got up to 48,000, well, almost 50,000 boat arrivals by 2022. So it's gone from basically 1,500 up to 50,000 small boat arrivals. And then when Labour got in, it's kind of then re-climbed back up.
For context as well, Jack, our army is 70,000. So we're importing the third world through illegal immigration at a rate that's bigger than our army each year. which is crazy.
You're also forgetting that legal immigration is like super convenient for the companies that are getting paid. It's like another tap for money to be extracted from the public taxpayer to the private entrepreneur enterprises that are housing these people. It's totally convenient. That's where the think tanks and the civil servants have got they're leached into the society so deep that it does that any opening gate to allow money to come from the taxpayer to private pockets is what is all this legal immigration is about. All these hotels and everything that's supporting, all this social housing deals, everything, all this money just coming out of the taxpayer, which comes out of our pocket. That's all this is. It's just totally convenient that no one sees but behind the lines of where follow the money, and you'll see where the problem is.
I think there's something more sinister going on though, mate. Unfortunately, which is to do with
Populist vote.
Well, I think it's more to do with the rise of the Middle East. The Middle East, particularly Qatar, that's bought into and funds a lot of our establishment, owns a lot of critical infrastructure in the UK, and the Islamification of the West. And you can see that because it's not just the UK; it's every single country has gone through the same thing. And when you look at their mandate is to essentially long game us out and outbreed us and take over critical parts of the country. Birmingham gone, Slough gone, Rotherham gone. Who's our head of education? Who's our essentially our border security? Like it's who's our mayor of London? And like this is all turning into what is going to become effectively the caliphate. Like that. The sinister part at the bottom of this is that a lot of these laws favour illegal immigration from the third world, of which in the Islamic culture the idea is to go and migrate and conquer. That is literally a part of their whole thesis. And all of this is going to start playing out, which is why I think a holy war is coming. Like that's going to be the biggest thing. And when you look at the stats on the immigration and the weighting of what religions are coming into our country en masse, it is Islam that's coming in, and that's maybe not necessarily it sounds like a controversial thing to say, but the videos you can go and see of public elections and like council meetings across the country where you've got the call to the call to prayer that starts at the start of those meetings because it's now majority Islam, and it's Qatari funding that's come in, and that is what the root cause of the immigration.